I have to share an experience with you because I went through that personally. There was many years back when I had realized that I was starting to lose hair. I went to a trichologist, and a trichologist is a hair doctor. And I went to a trichologist. I walked into her clinic, and she was combing her hair, okay, looking into the mirror, and they told me outside only she only has 10 minutes for you because she has to go for a shoot. So I was like, okay, great, I'll go in, and I'm waiting in her chair for about 10 minutes. And then she comes and she sits across me and she's like, so what's your problem? So I said, I'm losing hair. I've come to, get it checked. And then she just got up. She came behind me. She touched my scalp a little bit and all of that. And then she came and sat in front of me and started writing a prescription. And she turned around the prescription, showed it to me. And the only thing she told me is that don't Google these medicines. So I was like, now when you tell me don't Google the medicines, the minute before I'm outside your door, I'm going to start Googling them. So I asked her, I said, why shouldn't I Google them? She said, because, Google will say that one of these medicines may give you erectile dysfunction. And I'm like, so have hair and just have hair? I was like, 1 second, who says that to anybody? Why would you even prescribe something like that to me? And then I was like, neither have you sat with me to talk to me, explain to me, understand what's going on. And then you've said something like that to me, and I swear I went home and I just folded that prescription, kept it inside. Now I meet her socially and I just say a polite hello to her, but I'm just like, ma'am was giving me erectile dysfunction. But apart from that, she was just not ready to see me for who I am and acknowledge my struggle, or even then I don't even know if you can help me. I am coming to you for, if I boil it all down, I am coming to you for help. And if that's your attitude to somebody, then it's just like, it's appalling.
That's how understanding what the patient is feeling, what his motivations are, and where is he going back to.
Right.
Someone's getting married in 3 months. Should I be doing a transplant for him? The answer is no.
Because the hair's not going to grow out.
Now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Now you know, because you're going to go through a shedding phase and you're going to hate me for it.
Right.
That's why I remember I told you, do not get too attached to your hairline.
Yes.
You are going to probably lose it initially and then it's going to grow back, which was initially very hard for you to believe when you took a holiday and you just went off.
Yes. But in there, when you told me don't get attached to your hairline, there was a much larger lesson for me. Don't get attached. Okay? Attachment to just anything, physical or non-physical, or things or people. I started from there. And then it was almost like, because the most difficult thing is to not get attached to anything that's yours.
Your own, yeah.
So it's so difficult not to get attached to that hairline. Then it becomes like, oh, I'm not getting attached to it. It becomes easier to practice non-attachment. Not detachment, but non-attachment. We've spoken about, how skin or your face affects teenagers. We've spoken about how it affects 20-year-olds. We've spoken about how it affects 30-year-olds. We've spoken about how it affects a bride or a groom who's going to get married. There's this friend of mine whose mum got an eye surgery done. Her eye was slightly weaker, and then she got her eye treated. And when she could see herself in the mirror, she looked at herself and she was just like, oh my God, what happened to my face? Because, most women are not okay with, aging when they see wrinkles on their face. Because, again, since childhood, you're conditioned a certain way and you're spoken about beauty. And we've heard a lot of people say a lot of things about how you should accept yourself the way you are and wear your wrinkles gracefully and all of that. What would you say to women who are slightly older and they see themselves and find it difficult to accept themselves?
See, again, what you do here is understand that we all talk about graceful aging, but what is graceful aging actually? Does graceful aging mean a face full of wrinkles? Does graceful aging mean a head that's bald? Or does it mean accepting, okay, just letting yourself go down? Graceful aging is liking the way you age, right? Aging is a privilege denied to many. You have to love it, but you also have to like the way you look at yourself as you're going through the process, right? That's why we say start early, right? Don't wait till you are 50 to start your anti-aging journey. Age is a number, right? You are not chasing a number, you are chasing a feature. If this one thing is bothering you right now and it is fixable, let's do it as soon as we can, rather than postponing it to a time where you will end up spending money, start looking unnatural because the whole world has seen you with lines, wrinkles, and all the hag, right? And then suddenly you choose to go a poker face. You are going to look unnatural, right? You want to look your age. You just want to look good for your age, right? The whole idea is I want to look the best version of myself. Be your own kind of beautiful, right? I want to look a pretty 50-year-old. I want to look a good 40-year-old.
Because you're in the business, I want to ask you, why do you think everybody is chasing youth? Everybody's chasing youth. And that affects your mental health because you're never going to have it. You're never going to be able to retain it. That's what it all boils down to.
Youth is such a sublime term here, no, Bhaav? Youth. It's like you're always going to be a little older than what you were yesterday. Right? So, I don't think people are chasing youth. People are chasing a certain look. Right? Everybody wants to look a certain way.
Do you think it is a look, Jyoti, or do you think they are chasing that feeling that if I look a certain way, I will attract a certain reaction or attract a certain feeling? Do you think it's that?
It's got a lot to do with that attention-seeking behavior. There's a lot of attention-seeking that's going around, right? You want to be a head turner.
Right.
You want to... Why do people dress a certain way? There are so many people who will just dress to probably mingle in the crowd. And there's going to be a certain set who wants to be noticed. Right? So it's again similarly with a lot of people when it comes to their face. For the bodies for that matter also. You hear so much about body surgeries also, and you want to look a certain way in terms of your... Like you want to be recognized from your back. You get this on social media all the time, recognizes who's this person from the backside. Right? So it's basically the attention-seeking behavior, the kick that you get out of it, and you just don't want to let go. You don't want to lose the grip. You want to hold on to it so tight, not understanding that there is going to be, aging which is constant, and unless we accept it and we move along with it and start working, accordingly, age appropriate as we call it. You have to be age appropriate, and that's what makes you graceful. So not doing procedures is not really a criteria. Being age appropriate and in complete acceptance of your own self and liking the way you look. You should like the way you look. Right. At the end of the day, it all boils down to that.
I think it all boils down to self-love.
100%.
All of this boils down to self-love.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, all the episodes that I've shot and people have spoken to, I think everything is just boiling down to self-love. You look at it from the physical perspective, look at it from the mental perspective, look at it from the spiritual perspective. I just now feel sitting here and speaking to so many people that the one main reason that we've come back and we keep coming back is to learn self-love. That's what it seems like.
It's like the be all and all of it. It's like it starts and ends with us.
Yeah, exactly.